base Mishnah Vov. The Mishnah now explains that till now we've been discussing the carbon tomid, which involved a sheep, and therefore it needed a minimum of 9 kohanim to be involved. Occasionally it would go up to a maximum of 12, but you needed a minimum of 9 kohanim. Now this Mishnah is going to discuss the ayil. The ayil is a ram. This animal is slightly bigger than the sheep mentioned previously, because an ayil was already in its second year. It had to be a minimum of 1 year and 30 days old. So therefore the animal was slightly bigger and heavier, and therefore it needed more kohanim to be involved in its offering. And now the Mishnah is going to enumerate how many it needs, and what they were going to, how many kohanim needed to be involved, and what each kohen would be doing. So ayil korav ba'achadasa, an ayil, a ram, was offered up with 11 kohanim. Habasar b'chamisha, you would need 5 kohanim for the meat. Now, that is exactly the same as the keves, as the lamb in the tomid in the previous Mishnah. How do we get 5? Well, one would carry the rosh v'haregel, the head and the hind leg, one of the back legs. A second one would carry the 2 front legs, the shtei yodayim. A third one would carry the ukutz v'haregel, the tail and the other leg, the other hind leg. Haravi, the fourth one would carry hechazav hagera, which is the neck and the chest of the animal, and the fifth one would carry the shtei defonus, which is the 2 sides of the animal. So that would be the same. You'd have 5 kohanim to carry those body parts. However, hakrovayim, the intestines, which previously in the sheep only needed 1 kohen to carry, here the Meiri explains the intestines are much heavier, there are more of them. Here you need 2 kohanim. And therefore, hakrovayim, vahasoles, and the fine flour, the flour which would accompany the offering, here the flour for an ayil would be twice as much as needed for a keves, and therefore you need 2 kohanim. Vahayayin, and the wine, the wine used for the nisuch hayayin would also be more, and therefore you need 2 kohanim. B'shnaim shnaim. So therefore you've got 5 carrying the basar, 2 carrying the kravayim, 2 carrying the soles, and 2 carrying the yayin. So that's a total of 6. 5 plus 6 is 11 kohanim. Fine. So that is the ayil. And an ayil, whenever an ayil was offered up, it would be used as sacrifices, which was often, in fact, it would be used for all musafin, apart from the Shabbos musaf carbon. The ayil would need 11 kohanim to help offer it up. That is the end of Mishnah Vav.